Hi, it's Sylvester. I'm holding the microphone today, so I hope that doesn't cause any problems with the audio. Anyway, I'm answering some more random questions, and I'm getting these questions from a website called questionsgenerator.com. First question is, what's your opinion on social media? Social media is a very powerful tool that can very easily be weaponized. I think it's a dangerous thing, but I also think it's a wonderful thing. I think a lot of good has come out of it, but equally, a lot of bad has come out of it. I think we need to be more social media literate, I guess. They need to teach etiquette, social media etiquette, and in schools, I think they need to teach kids how to navigate social media because it can be a very challenging thing, and the effect that social media has on people's mental health is something that is not super well documented yet, but is definitely something that people are interested in and looking into, and I think we should continue looking into that because it does affect mental health for better and for worse. So, yeah, social media, it's a very powerful thing. Next question. What is the best part of rain? As much as I don't like being caught in the rain, I do like rain as a concept. It can be very enjoyable to watch. I like the sound of rain on a window pane. I feel like that's very therapeutic. A lot of people listen to rain sounds as they're trying to sleep and whatnot. So I guess the best part of rain is just the fact that it's part of the water cycle and that it waters crops that I then get to eat. So if it weren't for rain, I wouldn't have food. So I appreciate the rain. Next question. What if you could remove something that exists in this world forever? What would it be? Like if I could erase a concept, it would be like racism or sexism or transphobia or classism or what else? Ableism, pretty much all of the isms, fascism. But I think it means like a physical thing. If you could remove a physical thing from the world, what would it be? And to answer that question, I would say raisins. I don't think raisins should exist. No, I'm just kidding. Raisins, I don't like raisins, but they don't offend me so much that I think they shouldn't exist. If you enjoy raisins, good for you. I'm not here to yuck anyone's yum or shame anyone for liking what they like. So enjoy your raisins. I just will not partake in the enjoyment of said raisins. Anyways, that's a good and difficult question. What is something that I would remove from the world? I want to say nuclear weapons, but in some way I feel like the fact that nukes exist is the only reason we're not experiencing World War III at the moment, because the fact that most countries have some kind of access to some kind of nuclear weapon, it's a sort of a deterrent. Nobody wants to drop a nuke because everyone else, because you know that the person you're nuking will either retaliate or they'll have allies who will retaliate, and then we'll have a nuclear winter, and nobody wants that. So I don't know. I guess in some ways I'm sort of grateful to nukes, but there are still wars. It's just like we haven't had a world war since nukes have been invented. And again, I am very grateful for that, knock on wood. But I don't know. God, what would the world better? What would make the world better if it didn't exist? Fossil fuels? No. I'm blanking on this question. I know there's a good answer to this question, but I just am unable to think of it on the spot. We're gonna go to the next question because I can't think of a good answer to that question. What is your current go-to song to dance to when nobody is around? Man, I haven't danced in a while, but my currently the songs that I am listening to are Disease by Lady Gaga, Beautiful Things by Benson Boone, Strip That Down by Liam Payne, rest in peace Liam, and Karma is My Kink, or My Kink is Karma by Chapel Roan. I've been listening to a lot of Chappell Roan. I know that seems kind of basic, like, oh, you're a liberal who listens to Chappell Roan. Wow, how shocking. How unexpected. And I never wanted to be basic. I don't like being normal. I don't like being predictable, but I am very predictable, and I like Chappell Roan a lot. I like Pink Pony Club a lot. I like Supernova. What's that? Champagne, not Champagne Supernova. Red Wine Supernova, right? Fake fan. And what's the other song that I listen to? I like Hot to Go, again, very basic. And what's that other one that's very popular? Good Luck Babe. Yes, that's, again, I'm basic. What can I say? I'm predictable. Next question. Do you have an app on your phone that you use even though you hate it? No, I don't use a lot of apps on my phone. I don't use a lot of apps in general. So, no. I've only ever paid for one app in my entire life, I'm pretty sure, and that was the Arimoji app, where you could get Ariana Grande based emojis, and it was worth my $2. I think it was $2. It was solidly worth my $2. I got a lot of mileage out of those emojis. Next question. What is the funniest false thing you were able to convince others that's true? I don't prank people much. I don't convince people of things that aren't true for fun. I mean, I probably have at some point in my life. I know for April Fool's Day, I can do this with my thumb. I guess you call it like double jointed. I don't know. But we had a trampoline in the backyard, and the one day I came running in with my thumb at a weird angle, and I was like, Mom, I broke my thumb. And it actually got her for a second. For a second, she was actually kind of convinced that I fell off the trampoline and broke my thumb. But I don't think, I don't know if she was just humoring me or if she actually fell for it. Because I'd always try something like that on April Fool's. Like, I'd run up to her and be like, Mom, Dad's dead. I got a phone call and Dad's dead. And, like, stuff like that. Stuff that's not really funny. Like, I would genuinely try to convince her that horrible things had happened. Just to get a reaction out of her. The one time, it wasn't a prank, but I decided to lay in the snow and pretend to be unconscious or dead to see how long it would take for her to notice. And she noticed, but she could tell that I was just pretending to try to get attention, and so she ignored me, and it really upset me because I was like, I was lying in the snow for like 20 minutes. I could have been dead, and you didn't even care, Mom. I was so mad. Oh, I was so mad, but she knew I was pretending because I would do stuff like that all the time. I just wanted attention. I've always wanted attention, hence why I have a YouTube channel. Next question. What have you recently felt grateful for? I mean, I'm generally grateful for most things. I'm grateful that I have a laptop and working internet. I'm grateful that I have food and shelter. It's snowing outside right now, and I'm glad that I'm not sleeping on the streets. I have a place to sleep. I have a loving family. I'm grateful for my mom. I'm grateful for my dad and my stepmom and my sister. So I'm just kind of grateful for the regular things that I'm usually grateful for. There's nothing recently that's come into my life where I've been especially grateful for. I don't think. I don't know. I'm grateful for everything. I don't act like it enough, but I do appreciate the good things in my life. I do, or at least I try to. Next question. If you had the opportunity to look through someone's email without them knowing, would you? Yes. Not somebody I love, not somebody I know personally, because I don't want to invade the privacy of people that I love. I find it's such a red flag when you have a partner or a friend or somebody who like searches through your phone when you're not around, or like sneaks through and reads your emails. Like if you leave your email open on the computer and they go and read your emails, and like I find that so invasive and so disrespectful, and I just really hate that kind of behavior. I feel like that's very possessive behavior and very nosy. And so I wouldn't do it to somebody that I know or somebody that I love, but like an interesting person, like maybe Justin Trudeau. I'd like to see what kind of emails Justin Trudeau gets, and then I could learn cool government secrets, and then I could use that to blackmail the government. Yes, I'm kidding. I would never blackmail the government. Please don't come at me, FBI or CIA or the Royal Canadian Mounted Police, RCMP. I don't know why it took me so long to think of the RCMP. No one really thinks about the RCMP. It's all FBI and CIA. That's all anybody ever cares about. The RCMP really get kind of left out of that conversation. Anyways, next question. What's the last thing you complained about? Man, I don't know. I complain about a lot of things. As appreciative as I try to be, I do complain. Mostly to my mom. Thank you for putting up with my complaining, Mom. What's something I've complained about recently? Probably... like, if anything, I haven't complained out loud, but I've complained in my head to myself. And I have a journal, and I may have complained in my journal about something, but it's usually I'm complaining about myself recently, like complaining about the fact that I keep putting on weight and I need to eat healthier, or complaining about the fact that I am especially lazy these days and don't want to get out of bed, kind of thing, where I'm complaining about how lazy I am to myself. Yeah. Oh, wait, I guess yesterday I complained in a YouTube video about how I wasn't getting enough views, but I actually, one of my recent videos has gotten a pretty decent amount of views, and so I'm happy about that. Whatever YouTube god heard me complaining said, "You want views? Here's some views," and I'm like, "Thank you, YouTube god." I'll praise the YouTube god. I don't know what my spiritual beliefs are, but I believe there's a YouTube god, and I pray to them every night. Next question. That was a joke, by the way. I don't pray to a YouTube god. Anyway, if you had to ask yourself one question to get the most information out of you, what would that question be? Oh man, I just realized how poor the lighting is. I'm sitting by the window because I thought the lighting would be okay. I tried to use my little ring light, but it makes the room look smoky. I don't know how to explain it, but when I use my ring light, it makes the apartment look kind of hazy. And then I feel like that makes people think that I'm smoking in the apartment, which I'm not. I don't smoke in the apartment, I promise. But the ring light makes it look like I do, and so I'm not using my ring light. It's just a tiny little $5 ring light that I got at the dollar store. But I tried turning the lights on and like positioning myself in a place where the lights would get, like, if I sit with the window to my back, it's too bright and I'm backlit and I'm just a shadow. But then when you probably don't care. The point is, I genuinely tried to get good lighting for this video, and I just realized that I am completely just in darkness. I am in darkness. Well, I'm halfway through the video now. It's too late to fix the lighting at this point, so let's continue. This is a really weird and stupid question. I don't get it. If you had to ask yourself one question to get the most information out of you, what would that be? Why would I be trying to get information out of myself? That doesn't make any sense. I already know what I know. Like, there's nothing that I know that I don't know that I know. Is there something that I don't know that I know? I don't think so. You know? Like, maybe if I, like, hypnotize myself, they do that thing in like TV shows and movies where you like get hypnotized. I guess you can't hypnotize yourself, but you know, if I got hypnotized and then they ask me about like buried memories, like traumatic memories that I have since, what's the word I'm looking for? Repressed. That I've since repressed. I probably have some repressed memories, but I wouldn't even know how to begin asking about that other than, do you have any repressed memories? And I don't know if I would want to know the answer to that because they're repressed for a reason. So, I don't know. Next question. What thing from your childhood do you still enjoy to this day? Reboot. The show Reboot, I still think is pretty good. I still like the stuffed animal that I got when I was a child. I think I got it before I was born. Good little stuffed puppy dog. I don't know. I enjoy a lot of things that I liked when I was a kid. I still think the Spice Girls are cool. I loved the Spice Girls. I loved Bratz dolls, and I don't know. I don't play with any. I don't own any, but I still like the idea of Bratz dolls and Barbie dolls, and like I don't know. I grew up being raised as a girl. I was socialized female, and so I like a lot of girly things. I like Barbies. I like Bratz. I like fashion. I like shopping. I like makeup. Kind of. I have a love-hate relationship with makeup. I like it, but I also hate how, as a girl, I was expected to wear it, and like it just, I don't know. Again, and it's so expensive, and it's just like also the barrier to entry is so high because everyone's so good at makeup these days that I was just kind of mediocre at it, and so I was never as pretty as the hot girls because I could never do my makeup as good as them, and that really pissed me off. So like I have a very love-hate relationship with makeup, but I like a lot of quote-unquote girly things that I liked in my childhood because I guess I have nostalgia, and because it's how I was raised, and you know, I wasn't a Lego and Tonka truck and Transformers kind of kid. I was a Barbies and Bratz and Sailor Moon kind of kid. So you know, the gender binary, it gets you. You know what I mean? It sneaks up and it gets you. I don't even know what I mean by that. Next question. Have you ever been in an event that you think will one day be in history books? I don't think I've ever attended an event that will be in the history books. No, not really, no. And I think I kind of want to keep it that way because a lot of things that make history books are like violent riots and protests and things that are unpleasant to endure. Big historical events tend to be violent, or they tend to at least be unpleasant. So, you know, like I don't want to be there for the assassination of someone important or something like that. Like I don't know. I'm fine not being involved in something historical. Next question. What has been your biggest financial mistake? Everything that I spend money on is my biggest financial mistake. Mostly food. All food that I buy is a financial mistake. Why can't I just not eat? Can't I just photosynthesize like plants do? Food is so expensive, but I love it so much and I spend so much money on it. My biggest financial mistake was probably starting to smoke cigarettes. That has probably cost me an embarrassing amount of money in my lifetime, and I continue to waste money on cigarettes. So my biggest financial mistake, cigarettes. Next question. When you want to escape from everyone, where do you go? The bathroom. It's a great way to get away from people. You just like, I have to go to the bathroom and just hang out in there. No one's going to question why you're in there that long. Just hang out in there. And if anyone asks, tell them you had diarrhea. No, I don't know. But that is usually how I would deal with it when I would get overwhelmed with social situations. I would just go to the bathroom or go for a walk. That's also a good excuse, I guess. Or go lie down. Just be like, I'm tired. I have to go take a nap. I don't know. I don't know. The one time I was at a party, and this is going to be too much information, but oh my god, it's so dark. It just keeps getting darker. This is creepy. This is a creepy ass video. I look creepy as hell, man. Anyway, I should finish my story. The one time I was at a party, and I don't know, I guess I felt a little too comfortable with my friend. Maybe I shouldn't tell the story. I'm not going to tell the story. Never mind. Let's just say I had an excuse to get away from people, and it was a little bit embarrassing. It was very embarrassing. I don't know why I used that excuse. God, I can't tell the story and then not tell. I can't begin telling a story and then not tell the story. Fine, I'll tell the story. I said that I had to go masturbate. I know. I don't know what I was thinking, but I'm just like, hey guys, I'm gonna go rub one out. I'll be right back. And I just went and like laid down in my friend's bed for like an hour, and like she was cool with it. She agreed to it. She's like, you could use my bed, and I'm like, no, okay. So I didn't have to leave the party, but I was away from the party, which I found. But these girls they were really offended when you didn't want to be around them. They would take it really, really really personally. Like, I remember there was this one guy, and he came home from work, and he had sliced his finger open at work, and so he's like, I'm just gonna go lay down, I've had a rough day. And then they immediately started bitching about how it was so rude of him to not hang out with them. Like, wow, like, how antisocial is he? And it's like, the guy slit his finger open. Give him a break. Like, let him just, like, sometimes you just don't want to be around people. It's not a personal attack. Sometimes you just don't want to be around people. And, sometimes you say you have to masturbate in order to get away from people. Oh, God, I don't know why I did that. That's so embarrassing. That is literally so embarrassing. Oh, my God. To be fair, I was on ecstasy at the time, or MDMA, or Molly, as the kids call it, so I wasn't thinking straight. Don't do drugs, kids, especially not illegal drugs, but, it was that kind of party. What can I say? Everyone was doing it. I don't know. Don't hate me. Don't hate me because you ain't me. Anyways, God, this video is so dark. Like, where did the light go? I swear there was some light when I started making this video, but God damn it. Anyway, that's all. Way to end this video on an embarrassing note, but that's all. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day. Stay frosty. Bye.